awareness, prevention, early detection. I started to think about my project from last year in my health science class when I had learned about what melanoma was. I learned that the main cause of melanoma was tanning, and I realized how so many kids my age were tanning, and I realized how bad it was for your skin. And I wanted to educate people my age about how tanning can impact your skin and cause melanoma later down the road.
It's definitely a scary thing because melanoma is something that can just kind of develop, right? So what are some of the things that you learned for people kind of just checking themselves to make sure that they don't have that?
There's A, B, C, D, and E rule. So A stands for asymmetry, about the borders, and then B, do the borders look even? And then C, if the color looks different or if it looks irregular. And then D, does the diameter, is it more than 1/4 of an inch? It's like the end of a pencil. And then E, does it change or like does it develop symptoms?
Yeah, and of course, teens are really susceptible to this, not today, but it would be later on in their lives that maybe their skin would change and have those things that they have to watch for. Your project was very involved. What part of it do you think was most impactful?
I think the most impactful was we did a peer-to-peer program. We did before and after surveys, and we found in the after surveys, a lot of people learned more about what melanoma was, and they learned how it develops and how to catch it early. A lot of stuff they didn't think about before, and they could relate it to a lot of people they knew.
So I think there were some extra steps that you took, right, in your own school for athletes maybe who are outside in the sun a lot.
Yeah, in my school, we asked for a company for donations, Coats Skincare, and they donated us a lot of single-use sunscreen bottles that we put into the med kits at their school, and we hope to continue getting sunscreen into the med kits for the future.
And what did you gain the most from this project, you think?
I gained a lot of communication skills. I talked to a lot of new people that I hadn't worked with before, teachers, staff, and students.
And recently you were honored by state lawmakers, right? So what was that like?
It was really cool to see a lot of the people that I've only heard their names before, and to be able to be recognized by them, it was quite a unique experience.
Now, what are your plans for the future surrounding this project in particular?
I plan to continue the Instagram and eventually hand it off to other people in my school and continue the melanoma project in the future.
Well, thank you so much, Madison. We really appreciate you telling us more about your project. And if you know a student or a child in New Hampshire who's doing great things for their community, send us a message and you might see them featured here in this segment of Kids Care.